Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world, and welcome to Gift of Healing TV. I'm Sarah Jane, your hostess and founder of Gift of Healing TV. And today we have for you Breathing for Health, Part 4, Breathing and Relaxation. If you haven't watched any of these before, I'm going to go into a little bit about breathing before we go into the actual sort of experience of the breathing with relaxation. Breathing is really important. Filling your body with as much oxygen as you can is important. And if you haven't done any deep breathing exercises before, you could feel lightheaded. So remaining seated, or for this particular one, actually lying down. I'm very content for you to lie down if you wish to. And you may want to have some music playing very gently in the background as well if you wish to. And this isn't something you're going to need to listen to this every time you wish to do it. This is just going to be, if you like, a brief guide of how to do breathing for relaxation, and you find the way that works best for you, what's most comfortable for you. All of this whole series is about just giving you some thoughts and ideas that, if you like, you can play with. But obviously when you sit up, if you've been lying down, or when you stand up, if you've been seated, just take it easy, just in case you are a little lightheaded, because your body's not used to having quite so much oxygen in it. For those of you that sort of deep breathing isn't about breathing into here. So it's not a matter of a deep breath in raises your shoulders. Breathing in deeply means filling your lungs and actually filling right down into your stomach. So a deep breath in should hardly move these at all. So it'd just be. And fully let that breath out, because the more you can fill your lungs and empty them and refill them, you're going to get rid of all the stale stuff that's in the bottom of your lungs. So the more of that you can do. And the other thing I would suggest, if you go out for a daily walk, and if you've got any woods near to you, do try and go for a walk in the woods. One, rather than walking at the side of a road where you're going to get the fumes from cars. Two, the woods are very good at taking in those fumes, and they give out the oxygen. That's why the forests, etc., are known as the lungs of the planet, because they are very essential. They get rid of the carbon dioxide and they release oxygen so that we can breathe. So, if you go in for a walk in the woods, and allow yourself to take those deep breaths. But as I said, if you're not used to doing it, be careful. We don't want you falling over. This is very much about relaxation. And if you like, when you're concentrating on the breathing, your mind is concentrating on what you're doing, and therefore it hasn't really got the option to go off elsewhere. And hopefully that means you will totally relax. But before we go into that, if you've been watching these, then plain piece of paper, if you've got that. If you haven't and you're watching the replay or the YouTube video, you can pause this, go and get yourself a plain piece of paper, a glass of water, and a pen or a pencil. And then you take your glass of water, you place it on the piece of paper, and you draw your circle around the bottom of the glass. Okay. I've actually got mine sat on some of the previous ones, and I don't know whether you can see that. You can see that you've got a circle. Now in that, I know we've gone through healing, health. Actually, what are the ones? I know the ones I've written down. I've got healing, love, and flexibility, because we did the movement. The last one was movement. So because we're doing relaxation, there are a lot of words you could use. The four I've come up with suggestions: calm, peace, rest, relaxation. I think I'm actually going to use the word calm. And you're not going to be drinking this throughout, as we have done with the other exercises. I would almost suggest that you keep this and you have had the water on it, and you have some of the water before you start, and then you have the rest of the water once you've finished. But this isn't one to obviously use when you're trying to, yes, you may want to calm. Calm can be many things. You're getting really stressed out. So calm doesn't have to be about relaxation, but it is also about when you do calm down, it helps you to relax, to get on with what you're doing so you're not getting stressed, but also to totally unwind and maybe fall to sleep. And the truth of the matter is, with this, if your brain is taken out of it, if your mind is taken out of it, it could be that doing this breathing while you're just allowing your body to relax. I know I'm not going to lie down because I'm not going to, I hope I'm not going to go to sleep. So I'm just going to write the word calm, but you come up with the word that works for you. And you can do any number of these. As I said, I've got the others here. So I'm now, having had it on healing, I'm now going to put it on top of calm. So I know we've got a couple of people with us, so lovely to have you with us live. So my suggestion is, as I said, lie down. Hopefully you've taken on board about how to deep breathe, and that we are going to deep breathe in and totally exhale. So lie down. If you want music playing, maybe not for this short demonstration of how to do this, but if you wish to then go and do it for yourself without having to listen to me, because you don't need, once you know what to do, you don't need to listen to this again unless you really want to. So I suggest you lie down, make yourself comfortable, head and neck supported. And yes, you are going to be lying on your back, because obviously we do want to be able to get as deep a breath in as possible, and then that exhalation as well. Close your eyes. By all means, have very little light on. You can do that in the dark if you're going to do it in the daytime. And you know what? You could allow yourself 15 minutes in the daytime. One, you're giving your body lots of lovely oxygen, and it is always good to have a bit of a recharge. And if there are any of you out there that are Reiki practitioners, open the Reiki channel for yourself as well. Just give yourself this little boost. So you can think about a particular part of your body if you wish to, but I suggest you concentrate on that breath in and then breathing out. So when you're ready, concentrate on the breathing, and you do it at your pace. You'll get deeper and deeper in breathing the more you practice it. So breathe in nice and deep. And let the breath out slowly. Concentrate as you breathe in again. And exhale the breath all the way out, emptying your lungs. Push the air right out. Concentrate and breathe in again. And then breathe out again, emptying your lungs, totally breathing out till you can't push any more air out. And then breathe in again. And breathe out. And as you breathe out, you can pull your stomach in so that you make sure you are pushing out all the air from your lungs. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And it is simple as that. Just concentrate on breathing in and emptying your lungs. Now, I know that I've found just recently that it is much less comfortable to have my lungs empty, and I can actually, if you like, hold my breath longer with my lungs empty than I can with them full, which sounds really strange to me, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. This is a good exercise to do if you're struggling to sleep, especially if you've got an overactive mind. Because if you're concentrating on the breathing, you're taking your mind off of whatever is going on in it. And there was something I read only the other day, and it was about your mind is there to work for you. So if you're not happy with where your mind keeps going, if you haven't asked it or told it what you would like it to do for you, then it's going to continue doing the same old thing. And it's something I have been working with. I'm not saying it's always perfect, because we're all human and we all have things, we always have little slips, we always go back. But something happened in my mind earlier today, and it was just like, no. And then very suddenly, I can't remember what it was I saw. I saw something, I think, rather than heard something, because I was out for one of my daily walks. And it totally took my mind off the thought that to me wasn't as positive a thought as it could have been. And it was wonderful. It was a distraction. And it was just like, I remembered what I'd seen. And I thought, mind, please, these thoughts. And I worded it so I kept as much negative out of it as possible. So please, can we have more positive thoughts? Try and keep the word don't and not and all the rest of it out of it. But try and think about your wording. To keep it positive wording, and it was lovely. It was a nice little reminder to me. But of course, a lot of people have problems sleeping, and this could be a really good exercise to do when you're trying to sleep at night. So nice gentle music, and just relax and breathe. And as I said, if you Reiki practitioner, it's a good time to open the Reiki channel for yourself. Now, I do know we've got a few people listening. If anybody's got any comments or questions, then please do. And as I said before, with your water, I would have some before you start. And then when you sit up, I would have some again. It's been sat on calm for a while. So, because it is about the oxygen, the hydration, it is about keeping yourself healthy. Now, I know these are only very short programs. They don't need to be long. And I hope that if you allowed yourself more time than this has taken, that you'll think, actually, there's peace and quiet. I'm just going to relax and allow myself to do this. Because you don't need to keep hearing me say breathe in and breathe out. But I hope that helps. I would, if anybody's got any questions they'd rather email me, giftofhealingtv@gmail.com. Please feel free to. Under the video, once it's up on YouTube, please feel free to write comments. If there are comments, or on the website, on our catch-up page, whatever, comments that I get that are deep, questions that I need to answer, I will answer. I've done many different things personally for myself as well. I know I recently did a meditation to meet your guardian dragon here on Gift of Healing TV. I have done another one of those. I did one a couple of years ago, which has had over 3,500 views. I'm constantly getting messages from people on that. I answer them. And that's one of the things people love, is because they know I answer. So please feel free to sort of, if you've got any questions, any comments, any queries, to come back to me, and I will come back to you. I'm happy to do that. Dawn says, thank you. I could stay laying down and doing this all evening. But then, Dawn, that's great. And thank you for the comment, because that's a really good way to go to sleep for some people. I suppose in my own way, I do that every night. There's a couple of little exercises which include deep breathing that I do as I go to sleep, with music, and opening the Reiki channel, as I am a Reiki practitioner. So, and it really does help me to get to sleep. Maybe I ought to remind myself of that when I wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. But, I said we're all human. Thank you very much indeed for joining me, whether live or replay or on YouTube. It's been lovely to have your company. I hope this helps. And next week we have got, because it started as a 4-week and is now 6-week, breathing, sound and water for your chakras. I know it may sound strange, the water, but do you know what? The hydration for the whole of our body is really important, on all levels. So I hope that you will join me again next week. Have a wonderful week, folks. I hope that those of you that haven't got a cloudy night get to see the supermoon tonight. Doesn't look as if I'm going to, unfortunately, but that's just life. Have a wonderful week. I hope I will see you again next week. Love, peace and light. Namaste.